trying. He's certainly trying his best.
We appreciate it, don't we? Oh God, look, K2. K2 went to red.
Did he go to red?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he a visiting spirit person? And Sam says no. He's the one in the building that's grounded here. He's not really moved on.
Oh my God. Hello and welcome, we are the Past Hunters. Today we're in Hoylake on the Wirral Peninsula in Merseyside, about to investigate what was once known as the Parade, Higher Elementary School. Famous these days as the home of the Royal Liverpool Golf Club, built in 1869 on the site of the Royal Hotel Racecourse, Hoylake is situated on the north-east coast of the Wirral, facing Liverpool Bay. It is wide open to the force of the Irish Sea, whose winds and waves have shaped the coastal landscapes of the area. Originally known as Hoylake, it was from here that a large army was assembled under the Duke of Schomberg before embarking in about 100 vessels to Ireland, where the defeat of former James II at the Battle of the Boyne took place in the late 17th century. Hoylake started as a fishing and farming community. Ships would dock locally, bringing them people who had fallen ill on their long journey. Each ship had its own quarantine area for the sick, some of whom succumbed to their illnesses, and their bodies were thrown overboard only to be washed up on the shore. It was in this pleasant setting that in 1909 the school was built. Its doors were first opened on Monday, January 10th, 1910, and it was known as the Parade Higher Elementary School. Admission was limited to scholars aged 12 years and the school fee was just sixpence. The school finally closed its doors in 1988. However, unfortunately, many of its official records were lost. Since the old school's conversion to a community-run centre, it appears to have attracted a high volume of paranormal activity. The sound of children playing still echoes in the halls. Staff have reported hearing footsteps in the corridor. Doors have been witnessed opening and closing on their own. The people who work here refuse to enter one of the classrooms due to feelings of unease and dread. With the area's rich history and so many people passing through the doors of the parade, what will tonight have in store for the Past Hunters? Keep watching and find out.
Well, Bex, where are we going today?
Today we're visiting a place called The Parade.
Yeah.
That's in Hoylake, the Wirral, Merseyside.
Yeah.
The venue's asked us to come in and investigate.
Good.
Hi, I'm Mike. I work at the Parade and I've invited Derek and Acorah and Past Hunters to investigate the building.
Okay, so what's actually been reported about the building, Sean?
There's been reports of children playing and being heard in the corridors, and footsteps have been heard there as well. And there's also been sounds of the ghostly voices of children as well speaking up there, and an apparition at a window has been reported to have been seen by one of the staff.
So that means that the people who actually work there or presently work there, have they actually caught any of this phenomenon on camera or anything like that?
Nobody's caught any of this on camera to this day, so this could be a first for Past Hunters if we capture something.
Oh, that's good. Yes, I like that.
Derek, have you ever investigated a school before?
Yes, only once, Bex, and I would say that it was a real pleasure actually, because in coming in contact with the spiritual bodies of little children, young children, the purity of them never give you any problems. If anything, they're very joyful. Well, I felt like maybe it'll happen tonight, where if there's a group of children at all and they're in the ether, all I want to do probably is think back as being a dad and just want to go over and give the world's biggest dad's cuddle and a big kiss, you know.
So it's different investigating a place where there's children as opposed to adult spirits?
Oh, definitely, Bex. Definitely, without shadow of a doubt. Because the adults, whether they've been good, bad, or indifferent in life, they got to an age where they've learned everything over all the goods and the not so goods in physical and mental life. The children haven't got there. They haven't got to an age where their thoughts can be tainted, stained with any negativity. So the poles apart. Okay, Sean, so what is it actually used for now, the building?
To this present day, it's used as a community centre for the people in the area.
Yeah.
And prior to that, it was a school.
Okay.
It's one of the youngest buildings that we've ever investigated.
Oh, right, okay.
So it's a first for the past hunters, and because it's never been investigated before, if the record goes well today, then when we go back to do our investigation, it might have heightened some activity, and they can communicate better with us.
There are spirit people there, adults, or even the essence of children. They'll all recognise whilst we're there on the recce and be getting themselves ready, probably knowing, because they will know that we're going to come back and do an investigation.
Derek, this is Mike. He wrote into the show.
Nice to meet you, Mike. Nice to meet you.
Mike, can you show us around?
Yeah, certainly. Why I asked you to come here is one night I was locking this room up here. Got to this point, locked the door, walked out along the corridor, turned around. As I got to about this point now, I heard footsteps behind me. I actually turned around, nothing at all. Carried on walking along the corridor here. Got to about this point again, and the footsteps started.
How did you feel as the footsteps were following you?
Bit odd, because I knew there was nobody in the building, nobody at all. I'd already checked downstairs. Quite eerie, because I didn't know what it was. I actually walked back to see if there was anyone in the room, and there wasn't. Carried on walking along, the footsteps were still there. Got to the double doors ahead of us there. As I opened them, and they closed, I could still hear the footsteps, and I just carried on walking along. I didn't know what it was, couldn't explain it.
Did you get any photos or CCTV or anything like that?
No, I checked the CCTV the following day, and there was nothing at all on it. A lady was doing a class in here, and she had her back to the windows. The class was facing the windows. One of the ladies said, obviously, they'd seen someone in the window. When the lady went to see who it was outside, there was nobody there. There's no way that he could have possibly gone that way, because it's probably 30 feet, and could have went the other way, because the doors are on like sort of soft, slow close. She would have actually seen movement of the doors, and she never seen them. What she did say is, obviously, it was in sort of oldish clothes. Now, we have a theatre group in who do, obviously, drama, and they weren't even in the building on that day.
Has the face been spotted ever again?
No.
Just once it was a man?
Just once, and it was a man, yeah.
It's a spirit man. That's for certain.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know. I mean...
He's here tonight.
Where can you pick him up?
A little bit downstairs, yeah. And we're going to prompt him, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're going to prompt him.
And this is believed to be the most active room in the building?
Yes, a lot of people have actually said that when they come in here, there's something about the room. They can't put the finger on it.
What's your take on the first?
Well, the moment we walked across that threshold there, it hit me right across the solar plexus, telling me that there is a strong force of residual energy, which is here permanently, and that is developed more through the movement of the spirit man. In other words, he refreshes that energy, which goes into the walls, ceilings, floor. So if he's moving about, that energy will subside, but not that strong. And then if he's in and around here again, and it's all down to this one particular man. Right. I'm sure of it. Well, I've just finished the walk round and the recce at the Parade Community Centre, and I found quite quickly that there's a lot of base residual energy here, but not anything that I would say was going to give us any type of negative problems. However, I'm picking up on a character still to this moment where I know something about this character put into my feelings is that maybe we're going to deal with a character that's got a mischievous side to him, a person, a kidder. Reminds me of a certain name of mythology, and I can name him later on. However, I'm really, really eager now to get on with this investigation because there's going to be a mixture of things going on in there, and especially I want to conduct a seance. I know we can draw this spirit man very close to us all.
We've arrived back at the Parade, Hoylake. Looks like it's going to be a fantastic investigation, guys. What are you feeling, Derek? What are you feeling first?
Well, initially coming through the threshold there, I would say I'm not picking up any high incidence of spiritual activity. And even the residual energy, whereas sometimes you're going to buildings, it can be quite remarkable. A very little bit of that. However, through my experience, I know that can change very, very quickly.
Yeah.
And yet, you know, I'm drawn to a certain place where I'd really like us to go very shortly.
Okay.
But what do you think, Sean?
I'm looking forward to seeing what we can pick up tonight with the equipment and some experiments that we can do. And earlier on, I set up some lock-off cameras when we arrived. So in this room, I'm going to set up a toy car, with this being a school, and in another room, I'm going to set up a toy car and a teddy bear. I've got a motion sensor and some chalk, which I'm going to draw a circle around. And hopefully something will either rub through the circle, touch the car and move it, and set the motion sensor off. So this time I set up a teddy bear and a toy car in the hope we can encourage more spiritual activity from child spirits that may be residing in this building.
So, Derek, where do you want to take us to first?
Well, you know what? It's so close to us here, Bex.
Right.
It's virtually opposite. It's called the boiler room.
Oh, right, okay.
So I take it there must be going down somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
That's the feelings I get when we go that way.
Let's get started then.
Yeah, come on.
This is the boiler room of the Parade. Derek, initial thoughts when we come in, do you pick up on anything?
Well, initially, when we first walked in, I tried to focus, both psychically and spiritually. At this moment in time, I've got to be very honest about this. Like, there's not a high incidence, okay, of spirit activity, or even the residual energy is not that strong down here either. However, there is one thing that I am partly getting, and it could be because the energy of what I'm receiving doesn't come down here often, or come in those doors. Maybe, I know it's a male, and I know it's an adult at this stage. Personality, don't know, but I just feel that he wouldn't have frequented down here often for whatever reason.
And that's why the energy's not as strong. You're not picking up.
It's quite weak. It's quite weak.
Sean's got the thermal imager, so if we catch anything, it's going to show up on that. He's also got the K2. Sean, will you explain your equipment?
Yeah, the thermal imager, if you point it at something that's hot, you'll see, like Dave there on sound, you'll see him on the camera as a heat signature. And if there's anything cold there as well, it'll be picked up with a black spot. So it's red for heat and black for not. And the K2 will pick up any electromagnetic energy in this area. So if we see something on the thermal, then we'll show you.
Should we just call out?
We can.
See?
Let's come from you because you know I feel maybe the first responses, especially from males, would be responsive to the woman's voice. So
you know, before we call out, you know, when we do call out, is there a chance that we could make the energy a bit stronger because we're drawing on that spirit?
Well, absolutely. You know, your voice. If there's a spirit male, female, or whatever here, active in this building at this given time, even if they were upstairs or whatever, they would hear your voice, and they'd probably, if they got an inquiring mind, it's like, oh, who's that, and and they'll come down or come in.
Right, okay.
So, you know, you can draw them.
Is there anybody here? Make a noise for us. We're paranormal investigators and we're not here to harm you. We just want to hear your story. Do anything. Use your voice. Whistle, tap on something. There is nothing at the minute.
I don't know whether that was someone's stomach.
No, I heard that.
But I heard that.
I heard the same thing.
At the back of Eddie.
Yeah, as we said that.
We'll go and ask her.
Okay, can you do that? That was really good. And that was quite strong. Could you do that again? Oh, no way. Did you?
Was that Dave?
That was about 3-4 different taps.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tap, really quickly, wasn't it? 1, 2,
That
3.
sounded like taps, yeah. Ask him to do it again.
So can you do this again for us? Can you maybe give Derek your name? Oh, something over there as well, behind you, Dave. Can you make your
Look, I've seen
energy
some
stronger?
movement then as well.
Did you?
To go from the right to the left, yeah. Behind Dave
Shadow.
from the right to over there, yeah.
Oh yeah, something.
Do you see it
like
light
a
up?
shadowy
Yeah.
figure over
Oh,
there.
did you hear it?
Yeah.
There's movement.
This is brilliant. Can you make it stronger? Maybe come into our atmosphere a bit more.
I'll just point the thermal over a bit more just to see if anything's
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
Okay, in this room, there is myself, Derek, Sean, Dave on boom, Eddie on camera. It's such a small room, isn't it?
It is. It's quite claustrophobic, isn't
It
it?
is quite cold, yeah.
Oh,
Did you hear
I
that?
heard
That was
that
like
one.
a scratch, wasn't
yeah,
it?
yeah. I heard that one.
Can you maybe speak to us if your energy is getting stronger? Can you maybe give us a name? Give Derek a name. Okay,
Have
if you
you-
don't want to do that, can you...
Sorry.
Go on.
Have you worked in this building? The spirit man that's here. I know you don't frequent the place, come here often, in here anyway, but did you work here at some time? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
So he was replied. Can you
Response.
reply it again? Did you work here, please? Oh.
That was
No, that-
like a positive
big audible,
response.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you in charge of something to do with this building, not so much this area here? Were you in some kind of capacity of looking after this building?
Tiny,
That sounded
tiny
like
knock.
yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely over there.
Do you
isn't
know
it?
you've passed over? Should we give 2 knocks for yes and 1 knock for no?
It was knocking while you were talking.
Was it?
Yeah.
Could you hear that? Could
Yeah.
you hear that on boom?
It came on sound, yeah.
Okay, do you know you've passed over?
Was that once or
No.
twice? No.
You see, now I think there was 2 there.
What was that?
Did it sound like
They're
2?
very, very quick after you've spoken, so you have to be you have to
Really?
listen.
Did you hear that?
It's back
That
to it.
sounded like it was near us.
Yeah.
You know what? Thank you, Sam. Sam's just quietly said, yes, you are right that this man, Dominic,
Dominic. Right.
doesn't come down here. He has no need to, but he has been attracted down here. And he seems to be wanting to, he's interested. I can't find out yet whether he's a benign spirit man or whether he's not so good.
Yeah.
I've just asked Sam, is he a visiting spirit person? And Sam says no. He's the one in the building that's grounded here. He's not really moved on.
There is. Look at this on the thermal.
Yeah,
Okay.
go on.
As you're saying that, he's like something's poking its head around black.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
you can see it. Yeah, yeah.
There is actually
there.
a mark.
Should we have a quick look?
Yeah, yeah, go on.
Should maybe one of the camera guys.
Has that energy got stronger there?
It has, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the chair's warm.
And there's something still over there.
Over there, yeah. But you can see that.
Yeah.
The heat on the chair. And arms, where the arms would be.
Oh God,
Yeah. Yes. And have you noticed how cool it's, John, just here?
Yeah.
My legs.
This is really
There's still a lot of
positive, isn't
knocking coming behind you.
it? There is, yeah, I can hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, your legs are cool as well. Look.
Oh, my legs are freezing.
Look.
Look at that. It's only below the knees.
Yeah.
Derek, if a spirit is afraid, can you sense that, or
Yes.
can he mask that?
They can mask it, or they can be generally having the feelings, depending on their personality. As you are here, so you will be when you've left your physical body. So if you're a timid sort of soul or an extra sensitive person, you will show that. And I feel with him at this stage, he's very curious. He's not given out at this moment any intention of harm, or he's not shouted because I think we'd hear him.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying that will be the case further on in the building. I don't know.
Listen.
What was
sound?
that?
It's like,
Like a chain. Or
yeah. Oof.
That was like a grunt.
Yeah, it was.
that chain noise.
Again?
Listen.
Oh, there you go.
That was
Come on,
there.
that's very good, thank you.
So how many spirits are in this room, do you think?
There's only one.
Really?
There's only one.
How come we're hearing noises from over there and over there?
Because spirit people can just shift
Can they?
just through thoughts and make noises.
Yeah.
If they're in one area, there's just a think to make a noise. Something's just gone right past our face. So he's moving, he's just going round. But he's thinking, sending it out, he's going round.
I suppose it's because the activity in this place, the spirits have never had something like this before.
No,
have they?
this
So
will
it's
be intriguing
awakening.
to
Is
them,
it awakening something for them?
You're just wondering what's going on.
Well, let's wrap it up down
Yeah,
here, and
yeah.
then we'll go up and we'll find a new room
Yeah.
to investigate.
Okay. Yeah.
Watch your heads.
Okay.
This, guys, is the rehearsal room, and this is over here by this window is where Mike saw the man's face.
Oh, yes.
Not Mike saw. No, Mike didn't see it. The lady saw it, didn't she?
Yeah.
While they were rehearsing the dancing in here.
Yeah.
So maybe we could pick up on and see if we can bring through the gentleman in the window. You picking up on anything as soon as you immediately come in here?
Yeah, well, the moment I walked in, my body temperature went cool, then back to its norm, then cool, and now it's back to its norm. So that would suggest to me, okay, that recently he has been in this area he's been in.
Right.
And I, since being here, could be assured, and I back-checked this with Sam before coming, the same man that showed himself there is the same man, do you hear that?
I did.
Right behind us.
Yeah.
And the same man who I talked about by the name of Dominic, and it's exactly the same man. And Sam said to me before, when we go and do the seance, he will then try to draw Dominic close to us by giving me information about Dominic, because Sam's even checked him out.
Right, okay.
Maybe his history.
Yeah.
I don't know. But that sounds good to me. I'm getting quite excited at the idea of that.
What do we look like to spirits?
Well, actually, in actual fact, they see us naturally in our clothes and what have you. Sometimes they give you strange looks because they're looking at your clothing and going, oh, I've never seen anything like that before.
Yeah.
Or the colours, and a lot of spirit people from going back 100 years, 200, 300, they look at the colours that we wear, because in their days, most of the clothing was drab.
Yeah, quite muted colours, wasn't it?
Yeah, and stuff. And they're going, what is this? What is this, you know? And especially when there's... Yeah?
Yeah, did you really?
Dave, did you pick that up?
Also, I was watching the K2.
That was a man.
flashing.
Was that flashing
When
then?
you mentioned the clothes being
Yeah.
drab,
Yeah.
K2 actually made a good positive response as well.
That was a man's voice, that wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was. Yeah, and you know, I have got this more information about him, but
Right.
I want to leave it till the seance, because I
okay. Yeah,
really
that's fine.
feel he is going to draw close.
Yeah.
He really is.
Can anybody hear that?
I just said like, ugh.
There is certainly a noise.
There's a noise, isn't there?
Yeah.
Dominic, are you going to come to us in the seance?
It's the clock.
Oh, right,
You know what
okay.
that sounds? I know it sounds rather vulgar and rude. That sound to me, like you know when a man has got a problem with his breathing on his chest and he's clearing his chest.
Right, yeah.
That's what I feel that was.
Yeah.
Maybe he had bronchial problems. But he lived naturally into a physical age. I'm not really sure at the moment, but I would say in his probably late 40s, before his 50s, that's for certain, he passed over. And my assumption, my feelings are that he had some kind of congestion and bronchial. It could have been linked with his heart. You know, once I spit out, like that. And it's like as if, I don't feel he's objecting for me to say these things about him, but I feel there's a twist in this one.
Right.
There's a twist in this man of character.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. And I reckon we'll find out when we conduct the seance.
Yeah.
Should we call out and see if we can pick up anything
Well,
in this room?
Yeah.
We've got these
Since
as
we've...
well.
Yeah, what have you got?
Yeah.
We've got this. I was going to say a REM pod. It's not. It's dowsing rods. And interestingly enough, as you were speaking, I was just testing them to see if they were working, and they crossed over. I think we got it on camera.
Yeah.
And then started to point towards you.
Really.
As if it was like confirming
Yeah.
what you were saying. It's true.
So I'll just get these going while we're calling out, and if anything points to us or
Then
points
you
over
go
there,
off and
I just hope, honestly, guys, that he's not a negative, bad spirit man. I just hope that my feelings, my assumptions are he's like, in life, he'd mess about, he'd fool round, and he'd want reaction from people.
Really?
That to me is not bad.
No.
Just,
Quite
that's his
mischievous.
pit. Yeah,
Yeah.
mischievous.
He seems to like you.
So if he crossed over as a child, perhaps, or a younger...
No, he didn't.
A younger spirit?
He actually, I feel he was in schooling here.
Right.
And he left his schooling at an age, whatever he did afterwards, and he lived.
Yeah.
And he lived, I feel, into his 50s.
Okay, so this is the K2 meter. What happens here?
It picks up electromagnetic energy, so that's believed to be generated from spirit. So if somebody does come into the atmosphere here,
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it.
And the K2, it kind of hummed on the sound of that.
Yeah.
And then the K2 went.
Dominic, was that you?
there's a click.
There was a click, wasn't there?
Yeah.
You know what I feel like? I don't know what you guys feel like and what the crew feels like, but I feel like I'm being cornered. I
Yeah.
do. I just
Yeah.
feel like somebody's
Yeah.
watching me from
Yeah.
every angle.
Well, let me tell you, what those feelings are real because the likes of this sort of man, he would have a tendency to come close and then back off
Right.
and see if there was any reaction from you.
Right, okay.
And they're real feelings, what you're feeling, and especially him a man, you a woman.
Yeah, yeah.
And no doubt looking at you, saying, "Oh, what a pretty young lady," and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything beyond that, but yeah, I think in his day he would have liked good-looking ladies.
No.
So there's no,
Can you ask him to affect these rods?
yeah, okay. Dominic, thank you for being here with us. As you can see, Sean is holding these rods, and could you possibly make these rods move in a very unusual way, direction or what have you?
Oh.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well done. Hey, well done. Thank you. Whoa.
That's a bit.
Look,
yeah.
look. Thank you. Can you make them point up to the ceiling? Wow.
Oh, that was me stopping it then.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Mm.
And these
That's
are,
impressive.
Put your energy into it and spin it the other way.
Way. Thank you very much.
No, it
listened
actually
to you.
stopped there,
Yeah,
didn't it?
yeah.
And then
Yeah.
went again.
It's not focusing on the other one.
No.
No, because it's all the energy's
Yeah.
been put into that.
Yeah.
Oh God! Look at
What?
the K2. K2 went to red.
Did it go
Did
to
it?
red?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's definitely it's locked.
It's locked.
Yeah, he's very close.
Look!
He's very close here.
Somebody's touching my leg.
Yeah,
Right there.
His energy's here.
Do you think this would be a good room to involve a piece of equipment that Dave brought with him?
I do.
Yes.
Very much so.
Dave, what did you bring with
I've
you?
got a new piece of equipment. It's PSP 11.
Right.
I've never
Only on the
seen one
market. It's
before.
like a spirit box,
Okay.
except it's actually 2 spirit boxes in one.
Yeah.
So rather than sweeping one radio wave, you can sweep both of them in reverse. And obviously you shouldn't get any audible words. So if you do, the theory is that it's a spirit trying to communicate. So
Right.
I could set this up for you over there, guys. And if
Yeah.
you
Good.
want to-
Please. Yeah.
Please
Yeah.
do.
Okay.
This is a question for Dominic. Dominic, am I correct that you actually went to school here in this building?
Sure.
What did you say? Right. And later on, Dominic, I'm really interested. Thank you for your efforts. Sorry for over-talking you. But do you have a chest condition which took you over, or let's say you passed away in your 50s? It could have been a heart attack or something like that.
Smoking! Smoking!
Smoking.
Yeah.
Smoking. Wow. And are you happy, Dominic? Because I know you're still in the atmosphere and you haven't really moved on to the world of spirit. Wouldn't you like to go over there and maybe greet your family once again?
Sure.
Sure would.
Sure would.
Well, we can help you, you know. Tonight, would you like us to help you to leave this atmosphere and go and greet your family in the world of spirit?
Yes, I would.
Wow, I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Okay, shall we ask another question?
Yeah, that's the question. You say, do you like me, Dominic?
Dominic, do you like me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you ask me.
Was that flashing?
Oh yeah, it's going, yeah.
Yeah.
You ask. Do you like you? Good.
Somebody's just tugged my...
Really?
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay.
Do you like me? No. Oh.
People! Maybe try and get us a message across to us, Dominic.
Something's just come to me here now. Something's just come to me here now. Dominic? Did you go away to sea for a number of years before you had your illness? Were you a seafarer for a number of years?
Yes.
Yeah, it was, yes, wasn't it?
That was, you
Yes,
said
I
you're
was.
right. Yeah.
Wow. Bless you, Dominic. Thank you so much.
It just said there was 2 of us.
Dominic, who was the other man that passed over with you?
Mark.
I thought I heard Steve.
I thought Steve. Yeah.
Steve, yeah.
Well, Steve, yeah, okay. Dominic, were you a married man in life?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you have 2 children? 3?
53?
3.
Were the were the 2 boys and a girl?
Boys.
Boys.
Right, what I think we should do is take this into the other room, do the seance, and then if we've got time, do it again, because we're getting some amazing results.
Absolutely.
So if we leave that going and then go through the room. Okay.
As for any spirit person that's with us at this moment in time, as you can see, we will ask for what we call super protection from the world of spirit whilst we sit in a collective force of energy to link in with your energy. The simple process is, as we are joined collectively here, we ask the higher side of life to put the brightest and lightest form of protection around us, our bodies, and around our auric field. No invading negativity is allowed within this circle. We ask for those spirit people who are listening to this conversation to please sympathetically draw close to us, and we'd be so appreciative. Whatever you wish to do, whatever you wish to convey, we are in total acceptance of you, and we say it in the word of love and the light of God. We've got that protection now.
Okay, so we're all protected now. Okay,
we ask you to step forward. If Dominic, the personality of Dominic, is here with us, please, dear Dominic, who's tried very hard to step forward, come closer, come around any one of us sitting within this circle.
Okay, Dominic, are you here? And is anybody else here? Because it feels like somebody else is here. And I don't know what I'm feeling, but it feels like there's another spirit in the room and not Dominic as well. The candles are going crazy. The K2's going off sometimes. Dominic, if you can move something on this table or blow out a candle or make one of the other pieces of equipment go off.
2 definite taps on the sound.
Was there? It would be appreciated. You picking anything up, Derek?
Tap.
Tap, I heard that.
I'm actually now, and this could actually, there is more than one. Not just there is another one.
It's a different feeling, isn't it? It's a different foot. I can feel something on my back.
It's another male. And this other male, I feel, would be in collusion with Dominic. He's in the same atmosphere. However, this other male, the different characteristics here, different spiritual dynamics. It's like as if this other male is not like Dominic, who's grounded. He's moved over, but he comes back because he knows Dominic's here.
Right.
And he joins them then, but then he goes back to the world of spirit. And what comes into my mind is the name Stephen was used in our other location. I feel this could be the other male.
This could be Steve.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're a playful character, Dominic, I believe. You like to fool around, play with people's feelings. You know what you feel? Are you, my assumption here, are you a character like maybe that methodical or of myth character called Nocky? Because Nocky was that sort of character. Are you like that? No, I just felt this table
I
move.
did. Yeah. That was a big nudge.
Wasn't it?
Yeah. That was a big...
Philly's answering us. Can you do that again? He's just shown me something.
Okay.
He's just personally shown me something. He showed me a pack. You know the old cigarettes called Woodbines?
Yeah.
He smoked Woodbines like a trooper.
Wow.
That's why he got his chest condition.
Did you pick that up on sound? That was like a child.
It was, wasn't it?
Like a small...
But that K2 was then
going then, yeah.
Sean, you speak out. You ask.
Please come towards us. Touch any of these candles we've got. If you can blow them out, blow them out. Walk towards our table, our circle. Come and join us. Come towards the meters we have here. Set them off. Move this car if you can.
The seance was going amazing, so we decided to introduce the PSB-11.
We are now back with our protected circle, and I hope you're listening, Dominic, or even Stephen. But are you, which I asked before, when you think back, Is your character a lot like that mythical character, Loki?
Maybe.
Were you a practical joker?
Say that again.
What did he say?
Say
I
that
missed
again.
it. It's fast. We'll get that when we recap.
That's a well girl's voice.
Before.
I thought it said Sean maybe.
Didn't you hear the thing?
Yeah, I just heard it now.
Dominic, move the car.
You see the cover?
Yeah, it could be just the cloth. Take the cloth off. Dominic, if you're here, move the car.
Please, Dominic.
The wheel moved? Yeah.
Please, Dominic, try your best to move this.
What is that song? Won't move. Right.
Won't move.
Come on, try your best. I know you can move it.
Put all your...
Whoa! Thank you. Can you do it again?
Just move. No,
Yeah.
Move to the right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thank you. Yeah.
Exactly.
Can you do it again, please, for us? Yes, move again. Yeah,
the wheel
back,
turn.
yeah.
That could be the table wobbling.
No,
No.
actually
Oh,
That was brilliant. What we'll do now is I think we'll have a rest. The parade in Hoylake. Guys, what did we make of it? We started off in the boiler room and it was quite flat, wasn't it, when we went in? But then it heightened the activity. What did you pick up on it?
Well, when I first walked in, to be perfectly honest, I thought nothing's happening here. I can pick up a little bit of residual energy, but not a lot. Most certainly, immediately we walked in, there certainly wasn't a spirit person about. That happened a few minutes later.
Yeah.
So I was thinking to myself, probably, there's nothing here, there's nothing happening. Other than the residual energy, which was quite weak anyway. But it strengthened to my delight, to all our delights. And I was impressed. What do you think, Sean?
I think it was a good night overall, yeah. There was a lot of stuff happened. The voice box there went off and said names and stuff like that. And obviously the car moved as well.
Yeah. I'm totally impressed with this instrument here and, of course, the car. I mean, that's the first time in any investigation I've ever been involved in where an object has been moved.
Eddie, you were watching it through a lens. What did you find?
You concentrate a lot, so you don't see what you see. You don't necessarily hear what you hear. I want to see the thermal footage that you got from down in the boiler room.
Jay and Dave, you joined us when we did the seance. What was your experience? How did you think it went?
I thought it was brilliant. Again, this voice box for me, where it just made the seance, and with the car, I mean, I witnessed a wheel, just one of its 6 wheels turning on its own. I couldn't see the other side, but it was amazing.
And there was a lot of good points to the night, especially being on sound. Like Eddie sees a lot more than you, I hear a lot more. So there was some hums, there was some singing at some point where you were deep in the investigation. I couldn't break your concentration, but on reviewing you will hear that. It's amazing.
That's good.
And now it's your chance to get involved. You can follow us on Twitter, on Facebook.
You may have seen something tonight that we didn't see. You may even heard something that we didn't hear. So please do get involved.
Use your energy like the spirit people. Get involved. Back us all the way.
So from all of the past hunters,
Thank you for watching.
Good night and God bless.
that was like a grunt.
What's the noise?
Again.
Listen.
Oh, there you go.
That was
Come on, that's very good, thank you. Thanks for the effort.